Border issues. Pure Valley Press. Sunday, June 22nd, 2008. Article titled, Mexicali Kidnapping Stirs Calexico. And pictures of 8 of the kidnapping, or 8 people involved in the kidnapping ring. Subtitle, Dramatic Rescue of 2 Victims. By Victor Morales, staff writer. Last month's rescue of 2 kidnapping victims by Mexican authorities here made headlines in the Baja California state capital. State authorities publicized the rescue in dramatic fashion, which netted 7 kidnapping suspects, a small cache of arms, and left 1 state officer injured in an altercation with the suspects. It was sparsely known, however, that one of the victims was believed to be a Calexico resident living in a lavish home on the border city's east side. The victim, Jorge Cervantes, owner of the Super Chivas carniceria chain in Mexicali, was rescued May 6 by state police at a house on the relatively affluent Santa Teresa Colonia. Another victim, held by the same kidnapping cell, was also rescued across town, the Baja California Attorney General's office said. Calexico has been a haven for Mexicali maquiladora owners, executives, and other business associates seeking safer neighborhoods and better schools. It's difficult to gauge exactly how many Calexico residents with full-time business ties to Mexicali exist, but Calexico Mayor John Renison said the number is definitely more than 100. Developers have also been building high-end homes in Calexico since the 1990s, in part to appeal to affluent Mexicalians. Developers have said some 20% of the homes that were purchased during the housing boom were by Mexican buyers. Chinese and Korean business owners operating in Mexicali have also been known to reside in Calexico. But with scattered details and rumors of Cervantes' abduction spreading among the Calexico-Mexicali business community, rattling the nerves of some, routine trips to Mexicali have become curtailed and altered. Subtitle, The Dawn of Suspicion. A high-profile figure with business ties on both sides of the border and who spoke on the condition of anonymity so as not to create attention to himself, said his trips to Mexicali have been restricted to work-related reasons. His family travels to Mexicali less now. A lot of businessmen now keep very low-key more than ever. They drive in 3- or 5-year-old cars. It's a very uneasy feeling. It's downright scary, he said. But Renison, arguably one of the most visual figures on both sides of the border, said he was not as fretful. Renison hosted a talk show on Mexicali television for 3 years and is a personal friend of both the Baja California governor and the Mexicali mayor. You think about it, but it doesn't change my habits, he said. Renison's coolness has not transferred to his family and friends, however. They tell me I should be more careful, but I never thought about it that way, he said. Kidnappings could, subtitle, Kidnappings could be on the rise. At least 74 kidnappings have been reported in Baja California from 2005 through May. At least 18 of them occurred in Mexicali, according to the Baja California Secretary of Public Security statistics. The statistics indicate that a significant increase is expected for this year. In the first 5 months of this year, 34 kidnappings have been reported in the state, one more than the highest count recorded in all of 2006, the most active year for such crimes since 2005. This year, through May, at least 8 kidnappings were reported in Mexicali. That's already 2 more than the total amount for all of last year, according to the statistics. Since October through May 23rd, the San Diego FBI initiated 16 kidnapping investigations involving San Diego and Imperial County victims, said FBI Special Agent Gerald Foxworth. It was unclear, however, whether they included abductions in Mexico, as the FBI does not maintain statistics for kidnappings occurring in Baja California, he said. But in February, an agent in charge of the FBI's Violent Crime Squad in San Diego reported to the San Diego Union Tribune that at least 26 San Diego County residents were kidnapped and held for ransom in Tijuana, Rosarito Beach, or Ensenada last year. In 2006, at least 11 San Diego County residents had been kidnapped, the agent reported. And the U.S. Department of State incorporated kidnappings in their most recent travel alert for Mexico, which is still in effect. Quote, in recent years, dozens of U.S. citizens have been kidnapped in Mexico and many cases remain unresolved. Moreover, new cases of disappearances and kidnap for ransom continue to be reported. No one can be considered immune from kidnapping on the basis of occupation, nationality, or other factors, the alert said. Cervantes keeps low. So is a subtitle. Details of Cervantes' abduction are scarce, but Baja California authorities said he was held for more than 3 weeks. His alleged abductors, 5 men and 1 woman, ages 18 to 28, are from Tijuana and the state of Sinaloa. Sinaloa. The cell's rap sheet includes 5 kidnappings in Tijuana and 3 more planned in Mexicali, the state attorney general's office said. The Calexico home Cervantes allegedly lived in is now listed for sale. Last week, a car with Baja California license plates was parked in the driveway. A Spanish-speaking woman at the home, who said she was a friend of the family, verified that Cervantes lived at the home. He was out of the country, she said. Neighbors, who did not wish to be identified, also confirmed he lived there. Calexico Police Chief Jim Nejar said he was not informed of Cervantes' abduction until he was rescued. The FBI declined to disclose details. The FBI declined to disclose details and cited its policy of not confirming the identities of kidnapping victims due to the sensitive nature of these investigations and the potential for serious bodily harm or death to the victim or others by disclosing this information. It was business as usual at the Super Chivas Carniceria at the Bella Vista Colonia on Wednesday. Employees referred an inquiry to Cervantes. He did not return phone calls. There's a little sub-article. Executive protection demanded. Subtitle, Government Program. Personal security for those who can afford it. Also by Victor Morales. In the wake of recent abductions of 2 businessmen by a kidnapping cell that unnerved the business community here and in Calexico, requests for government-provided personal security have increased, a Baja California official said last month. The number of requests for businessmen or women assigned the special protection was not disclosed because of security concerns, but Baja California's integral program of protection to businessmen, known as PIPE, P-I-P-P, or P-I-P-E in its Spanish acronym, now appears to be an increasingly sought-after service. PIPE is operated by the state's preventive police force. It trains bodyguards and conducts security analysis for its clients. We provide business people and executives with high-level security because they are known for being wealthy, said Alfredo Arenas, Chief Liaison Officer for Fugitive Capture Operations for the State Police. Arenas, who is not assigned to PIPE but has knowledge of the program, said PIPE's clients are contractually bound to pay the bodyguards' entire salaries and expenses. Costs vary and depend on each client's security profile and whether their families are assigned protection. It is unclear if either of the 2 businessmen, including one believed to live in Calexico, who were abducted and held for ransom in separate Mexicali homes before being rescued by the state police last month, now have PIPE protection. Baja California Governor Jose Guadalupe Osuna Millan, or Millan, M-I-L-L-A-N, announced the possible expansion of the program in Mexicali after claims of its inadequate functioning in the state capital. Arenas said the program is administered statewide. The program had a slow start when it began in 2001, but has now been intensified, Arenas said. I heard the number is growing, he said. But Arenas said the actual assignments could be lengthy as thorough security analyses are conducted. We make an analysis on the threat level, so once we are done, it fits like a tailored suit for the individual, his family, and his house, he said. It kind of makes you wonder why people don't want to live in Mexico.